16 rounds.
Rounds. That's a new title. It's a cool title.
Yeah.
16 shots.
16 shots, amazing.
Yeah.
16 rounds is good.
Thank
Blind date, amazing.
Thank you.
So let's just talk about you first.
Yeah.
Who is Michael? Because we've watched all this, but we have no idea who this guy
Who the
is.
person is. Michael is a filmmaker, actor, filmmaker, like whole 360. You know, I'm a line producer, special effects. I do locations, I do set design, and then I predominantly act.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then away from that, I'm an introvert who just likes his space, and yeah, quiet guy.
Well, I can tell the quietness, but though when it comes to acting, we don't see that. though. I must say, how do you bring that whole different character from the shy you to that active guy we see on screen?
I mean, I love challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love playing stuff that that I'm not. So that poses a challenge to me.
Yeah.
So I would want to experience this person and who he is and why he is the way he is. So all those things, all those questions get me thinking and asking, more, can I do this? Can I do this? So yeah, that's basically how I transform. That's why I transformed, and how is digging in, reading the script, understanding the story, things like that.
Well, did you ever like acting when you were a child?
A lot.
And I just,
a lot.
and I think you grew up around acting, right?
Yeah. When I was a kid, my dad used to pick me up from school at about 1 o'clock. You know, those things of going home at lunchtime. Yeah, so he picked me up at 1 o'clock, and then because he was still working, he was still doing like a rehearsal or something. I would wait there till he's done. So I would see, you know, I would see all these things and be like, wow, what are they doing? What's that they have in their hands? He's reading a script, you know. So as I grew older, that's really what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they always say sometimes some parents say, man, don't be like me, don't be like me. Did you ever have such a conversation with them?
Yeah, for 3 years we were not up on the same page. He wasn't up for grabs for me to, you know, be a part of acting.
What did he want you to do?
What I studied. You know?
What did you study?
It's like, then why did we pay the school fees then?
Yeah.
I studied information science. And after campus, I told him, hey, I want to pursue this. And he's like, no, you have to do what you went to school for. And I was like, bro, the truth is, I feel in my spirit, I really need to do this. And he could not have it.
Okay, well, let's look at your inspirations and influences. Who are those guys you always feel you really want to be like? Or probably just say, you know what, if I had a chance to just rub shoulders with them, this would be that guy.
Yeah, there is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, Leo is an amazing actor. He's one of those actors that just like embody characters, and you are so taken up and drawn into them.
Yeah.
So I want to have that same trajectory with my characters. The characters I play, I want to be able to pull people and make them believe.
Yeah.
Because film is make believe, really.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there is Daniel Day-Lewis. He's like a method actor, hardcore. Yeah, he's my favorite.
Okay. Well, you were skipping Ugandan actors. I don't know why.
They're there. There's a gentleman. There's a gentleman called Charles Mulekwa. Dr. Charles Mulekwa. He's a seasoned filmmaker, actor. There's a gentleman called Michael Wawuyo Senior.
Oh.
And not because he's my dad, but because he's a very professional filmmaker. He's an all-round 360 filmmaker.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. He taught me very many spheres of the film environment. Yeah. So.
Well, I must say, you have a lot of beautiful short films, But before we get to these new projects, I remember seeing you as, you know, back in the day, there was a series called The Hostel. Brother John?
Yeah, Brother John.
Well, let's take it back to those days of Brother John.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
What do you want to know?
How was it like acting like Brother John? What was the best part about being Brother John? And how was it like being in Hostel?
Hostel was amazing. It's probably the show that I have lots of respect for.
Yeah.
Reason being, it gave all of us the platform.
Yeah, I remember I would always rush and just make sure I'm
exactly.
ready for it.
It gave all of us the platform, most of us. Those who were already famous by that time, well, it gave them even more.
Yeah.
But Brother John was a born-again character,
Mm-hmm.
and I was supposed to play him, and I had no idea. But I got born again as well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
because of that?
Yeah.
Was it because of that, or just because of?
I wanted to feel those his story.
Yeah.
I wanted to not just play him and just pretend to be born again.
Okay.
I wanted to actually experience Brother John.
Yeah.
And also be able to take my audience on a journey of who he really is. So yeah, he was just a guy who was born again and loved this girl called Sister Hope.
Yeah, I remember.
Played by Eleanor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a very good friend of mine, Eleanor. So we had to do all this bounce back and forth research of, we would go visit churches and look at how those guys
For
behave.
real?
Yeah, we did a lot about that film.
Okay.
That series, sitcom series.
Yeah, it's a series.
Yeah.
So many episodes, yeah.
Yeah, 90 episodes. But Brother John was it's a character I respect.
Yeah.
Very, very much.
If you're given a chance to come back with season 2, like, would you guys?
Season 4, because we stopped
4.
season 3.
Yeah. Would you still come forward?
As John?
Yeah.
I think now I'd drop the brother and just be like John. Yeah, like, or yeah, I would go back. Why not? I love that character.
Yeah, but honestly, right now, I feel that if they gave you the chance to go back for that,
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a whole different guy.
A
Because
whole different
after
guy.
watching 16 rounds and blind date and what, I can see there's a lot of maturity in the acting.
Thank you.
Which is quite amazing.
Thank
But of
you.
course, ladies and gentlemen, Michael is still here with us. But of course, we also have to go ahead and take this quick music breaks. But we'll be right back. Go ahead, keep your questions coming through. I'll definitely ask each and everyone. Here, it's Barus coming through with another one called Kalakuta.